All right, Cyrus, hit us with it. With the dream team too. This place again. What the fuck? Ugh. It hurts. The cheap one. You can tell because it's a rugged ass looking town. Alright, take the free shit, I guess. Yeah, this pretty bad dude here. Ruffian Lackey, I remember him. Very good. True believer.
Yeah.
Tomb of Kings, okay, I was there before, I remember that. I wonder why I stole the other ones, but not these ones. I guess it was a level thing at the time.
Yeah.
He once had his entire fortune stolen by a woman he courted, and has been wary of the Fairer Six ever since, going so far as to hide his money and possessions in various secret caches. Unfortunately, he cannot recall the precise locations of them all.
No.
He's like a squirrel. Free grapes? Hell yes. You put one in a pot? Classic. Forgot to scrutinize this lady again.
Oh. No.
Well, she's hoping for a man. I hope she finds it.
No.
This guy, I remember this guy. What do you got, bud? Not much. No one asked. Tower Shield's not very good, I know that. Alright, Grandpa. Grandma, sorry. Why are some people so bad at it? Like, so hard to steal from? Like, what's the point? Like, what could she possibly have that's worth a 54% chance to scrutinize her? I feel like she has nothing of value.
Oh.
Yeah, I need a better guide too somewhere. Okay, do anyone have like the purifying dust? Potent medical component of a large volume. I need at least 4 of these. Dear as it is. I mean, maybe I don't. I never use the guy, but... Oops. Vulcan Garb, right. 0%. Okay, yeah, no more purchases. But I will now take this opportunity for a fat sale. At least everything sells for a lot. Fat cash in. Most of these can go. Those are from like a level 2 quest. Got 2 of those. Gives me a good indication I probably don't want them. These are all kind of bad. I'm glad I sold that. It's cool. No one using this shit. Alright. And then the earrings I don't really care about. Town's huge. Not him. He ain't it. I feel like those shields are actually pretty good. Can't even challenge him? The level thing? Level 60 or higher. Holy cow, that's random. I don't think there's anyone in there that I really care about.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Wow, look at that. That's the first, I think it's 7 strength. I think there's 8 tossable slots, whatever it is. He's 1 short of the maximum. That's incredible. Ophelia's got the in with the clerics. I like that a lot. I don't have to guide anyone anymore, at least. Oh, yeah. Care. Therion's level's not that high, but all these are like guaranteed now. Kid's got like candy or something. I'm not gonna steal that. A better man than that. But I'm having a lot of fun using the pomegranates lately. Nice. Fuck off. The guards don't care. I'm actually gonna beat this dude up. Got a little old Berk experience going on. See ya. Didn't get much out of that. The thing I find interesting is how the mic doesn't really pick up whistling that much. Oh, cool. The Fall of House Landar. I wonder if that's the guy from the original town. These are garbage. Alright, simmer down. 80%. Getting a little uppity. Oh, the plum basket. Nice. He's a friend of Nathan? Probably in Nathan's house then, right? Now it's over here. Got it. Soldier's longbow, eh? Bad.
Huh.
Oh yeah? Oh, do I? Or do I in fact prefer to battle you? Have I fought this guy before? Come on. We don't need to do all that. We don't have to get into all that. Stop it. Come on, stop it. We don't have to get into all that. You should check what his skills are like. Oh my god, this guy's not dead for that? Heal. Oh, I got apothecary, right? Yay, 1,000 free heals. It's funny how spears and arrows have really good multi-hit attacks, and swords and axes don't. Just whoop my ass. Can you fuck off? Oops, I used the wrong skill. I have to just assume that this guy is not going to harm me. Ow. It's weird that he's got a one strike that is 150 and then one that is fucking 950. A little bit different, those two things. A little free XP from my boy here. Give him my thanks. Now I'm going to try to steal from you. Oh wow, look at these. Knight Sword, 140. Why is it so expensive? This shit. This is like related to her level or something. That axe is good, right? I don't see the point of trying to go for that. He's giving him the tutoring still. I don't want level 1 soul stones. Took all his shit. I'll do a cheeky. I'll do a cheeky stab or two. Okay, how much is that axe? Equipment axes. Who uses one? 181, 192. So it's plus 192 is where we're at for axes. It's really good. Do one more. And then I'll leave this town in disgrace. Alright. Covered everything, I think, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now before I forget is go back to Atlas Dam and see if that is the fuck is it? Here, right? I'm gonna go back to see if that is the one who needs the. I wonder if this is where the noble is. Is this the House of Landar guy? It's not him. Oh, I have that notebook. I think I never came of it, huh? House Landar records. And I have like, I have 2 of the 3 parts of the House Landar shit. So at some point that should prove to be useful, right? Anyway. I'm gonna take this extremely cheap. Take this extremely cheap rest, which is no longer cheap, unfortunately. Then back to Stone Guard. Destroy my reputation, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to scrutinize people. Didn't really think about that, but I'm 70 grand, 65 grand richer than I was when I first got here, so could be worse. Quarry Crest. Cyrus used his powers of deduction to get to the bottom of a series of kidnappings perpetrated by the depraved scholar Gideon, who was harvesting the villagers' blood for his dark research. It was in Gideon's sickening laboratory that Cyrus discovered it. a translated copy from the far reaches of hell. Though the story of the dark arts intrigued him, he could not sit idly by while his peers used knowledge for evil. And so Cyrus came to Stoneguard, where the tome was bound. Would he find answers here, or only more dreadful questions? Stoneguard at last. At last. Stoneguard at last. Try to make him less smarmy. Sprawling city if ever I saw one. Talk about searching for a needle in a haystack.
さて
First, I should review where we stand. Like as not, the translated copy from the far reaches of hell was produced by a bookmaker in this town. But where to begin my search? Logically speaking, it would make the most sense to begin at the source, which means head straight for the bindery. Yes, the bindery, of course. Where else? Hmm?
Yoshi.
Very well. Let the investigation begin. This guy. He's back. The faceless man. The hooded faceless man. Scrutinize people at the bindery.
Cyrus.
Take care, scholar. You know, I feel it now too. The unmistakable sense of being watched. For my part, the feeling was faint at first and came and went, but it grows stronger with every step we take. Undoubtedly, your instincts are sharper than mine. How did you acquire them, I wonder? I cannot say. It is something I learned on the battlefield, by what means I do not rightly know. Oh, I was hoping there was some easy trick to it. It is easy enough if you're willing to fight as many battles as I have. I think easy here means something different to you and me. Fair enough. Even a scholar such as yourself cannot know everything there is to know of the world. This world. Alright. To the bindery. Time for some scrutiny. Oh, gee, I wonder if it's the one guy in here. Bookbindings requires the finest of materials. Alright, nerd, shut your fucking mouth.
Oh.
Testimony. I sold the book of my making to Dominic, a translator. His home lies on the east side of town. The book's whereabouts. Most intriguing. Yes, thank you. Well now, it would seem I owe this Dominic fellow a visit. I should be able to find him in the workshop just east of here. Try to make his voice less smarmy. Well, I knew, old man. Here it is. The story house. I beg pardon, is this the residence of? I don't know who you are, but I'm not in the mood for company. If you could just spare a moment, kind sir, there's something I'd like to ask you. I said I wish to see no one. Leave me alone. Leave me at once. He seems like a stubborn one. I'll have to find another way. Pray forgive the intrusion. A good day to you, sir. Okay, let's just try to make his voice less nasally, and that might be a good Cyrus after that. It might behoove me to find out a bit more about our friend Dominic. Look at this guy. So I can start talking in this game. I'm like yawning the entire time. This doesn't happen until I start playing this. So you were refused. Indeed, it would appear we have no one to rely upon but ourselves. This Dominic fellow, stubborn coot, wouldn't you say? A type regrettably common in the worlds of philosophy and science. So you're gonna find out more about him? Certainly. If I can do that, I might find a means to wish to make him listen to me. I shall start by talking to his colleagues and other associates. Good luck. Those bookish types are battier than the Carrion caves. And myself included. No comment. No comment. I do my best not to indulge in idle gossip. Here's some idle gossip. Testimony that Dominic went and shut himself off from the world after his only daughter succumbed to sickness some 15 years ago. Okay. Let's close himself off. Let's go this way. See what we can find out about this guy. This guy. Got a green thing about him. Sold some medicine to Dominic about 15 years ago, I think. Was in a spot of bother, as I recall, financially speaking, so I gave him a discount. Dominic's troubles. Got it. So, down here. I have to go in here to get the hidden item, which I'll never get, because that guy needs... You have to be level 60 to get that. God damn. So I time to find out where to do my last searching. Well, it's not here. There's no one here of any interest. Back we go. Oh. Good back day today. Feeling the good effort. The old grandfather.
So. Oh.
Let's see now. Mr. Money, Dominic had a translation commission he thought would earn him a fortune. Still rused the day he said yes to it, poor lad. Makes remorse.
Yoshi.
That should do it. I dare say Dominic will be more talkative this time. Alright, here we are. Oh, beg pardon, Master Dominic. I am Cyrus, the scholar who called upon you earlier. You again? I already told you I do not want to see you. His daughter. Oh, that's what Boogie translated. Interesting. Okay. Yes, if my reasoning is correct, this is undoubtedly why Dominic has cut off all contact with the outside world. I do not mean to open old wounds, friend. But I have heard that you lost your dear daughter to illness some 15 years ago. Since then, you have secluded yourself and cut off all contact with the outside world. In order to procure the elixirs that might save your daughter, you needed coin quickly and in large quantities. And so, you accepted an unusual task. To wit, producing a translation of from the far reaches of hell. Who told you this? The book that you translated is now in my possession. Clearly, you are a scholar of great knowledge and wisdom. You took care to omit the most horrific passages, doubtless because you recognize the danger they pose. As an academic, I will not stand idly by as knowledge is used for the purposes of evil. And so, I ask you all, who commissioned this translation from you? I must know. This guy does not look like he's been inside a building for 15 years. Come inside. Oh, thank you, old friend. But where should I even begin? 15 years ago, a man came here to me with a request he said was of dire import. I'd have double down on this voice. Hope this guy doesn't have too many lines. Strangely, I cannot recall his name. He was a scholar, and from his words one could tell his mind was as sharp as a blade. But what I remember more than anything were his eyes, which burned blood red with a zeal for knowledge that bordered on obsession. Red eyes? Red eyes? Could it be? No, perish the thought. They say in recent years he adapted a prestigious position in the Royal Academy in Altistam. Is it the leader? Yeah. Good gods. Headmaster Yvonne? Yes, it's all come back to me now. Yvonne was his name. Yeah. He came to me, a mighty and venerable tome in hand. The tome was from the far reaches of hell. I did not have to think twice. Knowing full well the danger posed by the forbidden knowledge within, so I was not blind to the risk. And yet what choice did I have? The medicines my daughter required cost a veritable fortune, and I am but a humble scholar. With an unfitting voice. So you followed Yvonne's instructions to the letter? Yes, I translated that dreadful tome. I only yawn when I talk in this game, because I have to talk so much in this fucking game. All the while fearing for my life what horrors might come to pass if the knowledge fell into the wrong hands. In the end, even the rarest of elixirs could not save my poor girl. Looking back, I believe this is divine punishment for my sins. Some guys just do not speak like normal people in this game. This is 100% one of them. Headmaster Yvonne, whatever was the man thinking? Say the book is in your possession. I beg of you, promise me. I will see that it is never used again. I will see that it is never used again to bring pain and suffering. You have my word. The pain and guilt you bear are surely beyond my understanding, but I hope this will bring you even a small measure of solace. Rest your heart easy, friend, as best you can. Cyrus, was it? You have my thanks. Are you going to keep hiding in the shadows, or should we end this charade? Is it him? So you were wise to my presence.
Ah.
I knew I was being followed, yes. I'm getting the good song here, I appreciate that. Fancy meeting you outside the academy. You're the headmaster's assistant, Miss... Lucia. Lucia. Pleasure. And why have you followed me here, Miss Lucia? Forgive me, Professor Albright. I meant no offense. I overheard that you were investigating the whereabouts of a certain tome. A tome by the name of From the Far Reaches of Hell. Is this correct? And what if it is? What I am about to say, I ask that you keep in the utmost confidence. I have reason to believe that Headmaster Yvonne is plotting something unsavory involving the self-same tome. Savory. So the thief who stole the book from the archives was... the headmaster himself. Of this I am all but certain. The headmaster's assistant I may be, but first and foremost I am a scholar in my own right. I will not stand to see my profession's good name sullied by one who would use knowledge in the name of evil. This is why... You came here seeking my aid. Yes, my Oh my god. My intuition as an academic tells me you're a man to be trusted. As you may be aware, Headmaster Yvonne hails from Stoneguard himself. Yes, I was planning to investigate that very matter after I was done here. The house in which she was born still stands. I think it's got a signpost in front of it. Yet there are ominous rumors about the place. I have ascertained its location, but I'm hesitant to investigate further on my own. So I ask Professor Albright, pray lend me your aid. She just took the whole robe off, eh? Where is it? I see. Before I promise anything, I would see the house with my own eyes. I understand completely. You will find it on the north side of town. Very well. Let us pay her a visit straight away. Oh my god. As for whether or not I can cooperate, I will give you my answer there. Is this acceptable? Is this acceptable? But of course. Thank you, Professor. I will go on ahead and meet you there. I'm allergic to dialogue. My sinuses are swelling. I'm yawning constantly. I guess I did take a small amount of Silobin, as I try to do sometimes in the afternoon. Here we are. There she is. Lovely. This is where Headmaster Yvonne was born and raised. Ivan? According to the neighbors, it has lain abandoned for some 20 years now. Ominous indeed. Well, shall we let ourselves in? Oh. I haven't seen any characters who are asking for that accent so far. This game is the whitest game on the planet. Oof. Wow. What is this place? Ah, Professor Albright. I apologize for this little ruse. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. So we meet again, Headmaster Yvonne. Oh, Lucia, you prick. When I heard you were looking into From the Far Reaches of Hell, I knew your search would lead you here. And sure enough, you didn't disappoint me. Your mind is every bit as sharp as I thought it was. It's a funny comment, man. You send Lucia to keep an eye. You send Lucia to keep an eye on me. What a shame, my dear boy. Thirst for knowledge like yours would be such a terrible thing to waste. So, what do you all say? Apprentice yourself to me, and I will overlook your little trespasses. How kind of you, I refuse. How kind of you, I refuse. I am, shall we say, philosophically opposed to your stance on knowledge. I believe that knowledge should be shared, not hoarded for one's personal gain. You can always tell who's going to speak first, who's going to speak next, because they have, like, they move around. Okay, I'm wrong. It's someone else this time. I thought you'd say as much. Most unfortunate, Cyrus. Most unfortunate. As you know, this is my house, and I don't get many callers these days. A smart man like you knows what this means, yes? When you starve to death here, no one will be the wiser. Ha 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 ha. Is Lucia gonna save us? Am I gonna use my intelligence to get out of here? If you think I'll give up without a fight, you don't know me nearly well enough. Time to use my deduction powers to get out of this small chamber. Climbing my way out doesn't seem to be an option. Now, how to get myself out of this predicament? Where'd that treasure chest come from? No, I got a bone, did I? Well now, how should I proceed? Investigate further. Alright. So it's just the bone. That's all? Alright. This is not too complicated so far. Professor? Professor Albright? Was it the girl who had a crush on us in the beginning of the game? That voice, could it be? Hold on, Professor. I'll lower a rope. There you go. Climb on up. Weird whining noise somewhere. Sounds like it below me. Oh, Professor, I'm so glad you're safe. Teresa. Does not say the same thing in Japanese. Did you come all the way from Atlastam? But why? I knew you were in danger, so I came to warn you. And that's quite enough, young lady. Oh, he's such a douchebag. Teresa-kun. I know Osiris could come, but you haven't pluck for a girl your age. Yvonne, let her go at once. It's clear hostile negotiation never factored into your scholarly pursuits. Mark my words, Cyrus. Stop meddling in my research, or the girl's life is forfeit. He really doesn't want. He really just is reluctant to just kill Cyrus like he should fucking do. Just kill him. All right, he went that way. So we'll go the opposite way. That's the logic of this game. Always go the opposite way. That's where the treasure is. Where the fuck am I? Where's the treasure? What's happening here? I'm in a bedroom? Alright. How about here? Do I need healing or anything? Have I done equipment properly? Does everyone have... Okay. Help skills, learn. He's full. Oh, she can keep going. Physical defense, that's good for her, my boy there. He has enough. Wonderful. Brand's Thunder. Unleash a tremendously powerful sword attack on a single foe. Love it. And then you are almost there. Okay, we're doing great. Okay. Garbage item I'll never use. We got a whole team of bros here. Okay. Who are these folks? They're weak to daggers. I love it. These are weak as fuck. I have a funny feeling this is gonna work. Oh yeah. 2 or 3, baby. Not bad. She has daggers, right? Do you have daggers? No. Alright. Let's poke around a little bit, see what we find out. Okay, so I could have actually used something from him. That's fine. Thief skills. Steal SP on this guy. Poke poke. There you go. Here's the final poking. Olbert's gonna hit him with it, right? Fuck it. Get your MP back. Let the big dogs take care of this. Burn up their dusty robes. Later. I only killed one of them? What the hell? Get him. First aid on himself? Not her. Does the healing work for other people too? Nice, it does. But it's only within battle, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Alright, so she's gonna hit him with it now. If even she's getting kills, these guys are delicate. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a pop filter over my mic mute. It's probably not the best thing to have happen. I gotta figure something out about that. Directly into the cellar, huh? Alright. I wonder what the danger level was before. Okay, now it's where it gets serious. Clearly you can tell. 44 hours of this fucking game. I knew it. As soon as I started playing it, I was like, these dudes got me. Give me the loot. Oh, geez. All I want is money. Once I get to the chapter 4s, I'm doing just a huge stock up. I can't wait. Okay, so... I'm gonna hit him with the rain of arrows. Well, those guys are not weak to it. Weak. Lame. Okay, got both of them. She's gonna hit him with the luminescence. Who are these guys? Oh my god. They hit hard. Dark Remnant. Those dudes hit hard. You see that? Okay, swords work. I don't want to waste any time. Let's just analyze. So in case I fight these guys again, it's easier. Axes is another one. Got it. Okay, I have axes. Don't I? Yeah. Great. Chop them up. I'm getting too busted up here. Too worried about it. Okay, so every single person stunned, this is this guy's fucking specialty. 2 gone. You can tell that we're starting to get higher levels. He's not like the absolute monster he normally is. But I have Olberic. Olberic and Cyrus are my 2 best offensive characters, I think, and Therion too. I like using this group. This is for sure like my favorite 4. Any secret treasures there? Nope. Alright. Bright stone. What does that do? Blindness? Alright. Who cares? I think what I'm going to do is recognize that Optimize was pretty weak. So what color remnants are these? Blood remnants. Right? So level slash is always. Okay, great. Tap away. I'm gonna just redo everyone's equipment. I don't really care. It's not like these are hard. I'll do it later. Blood remnant. What are they gonna be weak to? No, not that. No. Should have maybe used your dark. I still don't think it would have worked. Find out. No. So it's ice or lightning or wind. Or just no magic, I guess. We'll find out. Get him. Chop him up. Let him do his thing. Okay, so ice is it. Freezing the ice. Got it. Okay, time to actually do a heal here. We're doing great. We're stocked up. Have our Olber to get his magic points back. Oh, the synergies. 486. So this is the most XP per fight we've seen yet, I think. Energizing pomegranate. Where am I? Where the fuck am I? There's nowhere to go here, right? Alright. Only slightly getting trolled. Can't go this way. So weird, man. Okay, these same guys? These are the Dark Remnants. Okay, so there's nothing he can really do that's useful here, so just knock those dudes out. Oh, I think Therion probably has his job. It's been a couple of battles. 3, I think. Offensive augmentation, kill that guy. Alright, chop them all up. This costs 1 more damage. This costs 1 more MP, so maybe it's a bit stronger. And Cyrus the board clearer. That's his trademark move. Okay, this feels great. So let's get Therion his #1 skill now. Another one. Wow, she's just blazing through this. Oh, she must have had a lot without me noticing. Panther Dance. Which I never have once used, so let's realistically do that instead. Then he's on to these ones now. Empoison, Vivify. This is crazy for him. Both of these are crazy for him. I don't know why I got Icicle. I think he starts with it. Let's do this. Though, dude, do this. You always have the olives. Okay, Aber's Reckoning. Attack all foes with a dagger, dealing damage proportional to your speed. Oh, interesting. Alright, it's good to know. I don't know whether it's like having the group that I like using, or whether it's being almost done these chapters, or what it is, but this is fun. Sturdy Quartz Rod. Staff of Wonder, Sturdy Quartz Rod, Elemental Attack. Not great. She's got this better one, I love it. Okay. I fought these guys already? Looks like I have. They kind of look like they had different cloaks, but whatever. Okay, gets to stabbing. I think I'm getting 2 levels after this fight. Dope. 1 level per person, I mean, for 2 different people. Okay, so move is wind.
悟はいいか。
行きましょう。
Hit him with a double poke. You're gonna love that.
負けません。
You need any heals? No. We're good.
闇夜の帳。災いを払え。
I don't know what she says, but she sounds great saying it. This guy's the tanky one.
覚悟はいいか。
He's gonna be out of his comfort zone and heal her.
今癒す。
Her HP is so low.
さてどうしよ
So is Therion's, honestly. Okay, so
う。雷鳴よ。驚き響
let
け。
me look at that. I'd rather they not have 1900 HP.
これは。
Ooh.
行くぞ。横一文字切り。
I missed him. I was wondering what the fuck was going on there.
傷を癒したまえ。
Okay, so at the very least, Therion
マジックスピー
needs probably 1 HP thing. Ah, whatever. I like his damage. Okay, I'm not wasting time.
さっきゃ。
Hit him with your weak ass staff, bud.
ここから。そう。
Finally,
いい勝負だ。
almost 3. Same pattern. Every single story is the exact same pattern. Every dungeon is like a recognizable look. You know exactly the tempo. Nothing's ever gonna really change. One more person was gonna level, but I'm not really too worried about this. I got my crack squad here.
テレーズ君。
Professor. Hmm.
や
You just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you?
君は
You disappoint me, Cyrus. I took you for a more logical man.
イボン学長。
Master Yvonne, what do you intend to do with her?
君も
Girl went poking around in my secrets. I fear she can't be allowed to live. Do I fight him now? In chapter 3? And so, I'll finish off teacher and student in one fell swoop. I wonder who the chapter 4 boss is then for him.
させませんよ。
You'll not lay a hand on my pupil. I'll see to that.
らしく
You seem terribly agitated, Cyrus. It's not good for the humors.
その石は
It's one of those blood crystals. Oh. Shit. You will taste the power I summoned from the far reaches of hell. Holy shit. This is not what I was expecting. So I get the good music too? Nice. Okay. Oh. Okay, whatever. So. Okay. Start poking around. See if we can find out. Perfect. Oh. 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 Okay, so. Alright, I gotta put some shit together here.
癒しの奇跡を与えたま
ここからが本番だ。
Okay, so let's find out what these fuckers are weak to. Do I need to heal anyone? No. Okay, I probably need to just start this off with an insight, just so I don't get wrecked like that again.
さて、
And then analyze the big guy.
探らせて。
He has 2 defense. What is with that? Alright. So generally speaking, I want to take these guys out first.
それでは
Alright, let's get the summon in here. No. I don't really need it right now. There we go. Okay, that's an analyze 2. Do they have the same ones? They do, okay. Alright, so now we got no. Now I don't want to leave no mysteries. So. Alright, chop away, my friend. And now you heal, right? Reasonable? Go. Worried about Therion. Okay, so bop these guys. I'll have two boosts next time. Maybe Ophelia will use a pomegranate on him. So you have 3. You get your big skill now. What is this? Attack all foes with a dagger, dealing damage proportionate to your speed. So I don't have time to do. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, so you use a energizing pomegranate on my boy here. He has more of the medium ones than he did with the smalls. Okay, so you have a fat amount of points too. You can do your skill. Unleash a tremendously powerful sword attack on a single foe. That's not really what I need right now. I'll do a fat level slash. Imagine we'll be able to clear these guys out this round with Cyrus's moves. And then, that lightning blast should do it. Here we go. Alright. So next turn. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, so. He's only silenced for 1 turn. No one gives a shit. So. I don't really want to break his armor this turn. So. There are other things I can do. I guess I'm just going to spend a turn chopping at him. So I think she can only go above her health for the 1 attack. Okay, so I'm going to rest on this guy. And I'm silenced. So I can boost but I can't rest. Got it. Okay, let's try to incite so this guy doesn't mess with me more. Yeah, that's fine. Hit him all you want. Okay, so keep bashing him. Okay, you don't want to see that. Okay, can I boost his physical defense? Yes. Mole dance to this guy. There you go. How long does that last? 2 turns? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so. Okay, let's bust out the buddy, see what he does. Gentle Cradle. Look at that. Fat heal. Alright, that means she can go on the offense, which is, you know, not exactly her strength. So I'm going to do Armor Corrosive here. Should do Take Aim as well. We'll do that next turn. Should have done 3 turns, it works. Wait. What just happened there? Okay, now we got a lot. So I'm still gonna wait a turn. This is fun. Do a rest here. Can I collect from him yet? Not yet. There you go. Any heals necessary? No, not really. Peacock Strut. My boy. Peacock Strut is the elemental attack, right? Yeah.
クジャクの舞
Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, well, here's our turn. Can I steal from him? Alright, might as well get out of the way. Alright, so not worth it. Okay, so now you do your big dog attack. I wish I had been able to boost my attack like I had last turn. Brand's Thunder. Not bad. Basically as good as the cross strike. What does her thing do?
してください
For 3 turns, skills performed by a single chosen icon will trigger twice. Okay, so now you definitely use this on him.
聖火神エルフリック
And if I had set up the Elephant's Enlightenment before, this would be like an absolute fucking
集中していこう
superstar.
火炎よ焼き尽く
It's
せ
still like fucking 17,000 damage though. That's so sick. Alright. He's gonna ramp up. Okay, let's get the Steel SP in there.
マジックスピードださあどう
Is a new weakness? Not that it really matters.
行きましょう
Okay. Oh, your little dude hit him. Cool. Abide. And the next turn we hit him with the big dog. Once again.
負けません
Cyrus still has the repeat on, right? Okay, so... Buff him again.
クジャクの舞
Yeah, good. Okay, Cyrus can do a ton of damage this turn. So you two do Brand's Thunder.
覚悟大検証ブランドよ
There we go. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot to take that off. Okay, I also have Take Aim, which I'm tempted by. I don't strictly need it. I'll see how strong this is.
走行シェーベル
Poke. 5600 is really good for
な
him.
かなか考え
And then hit him with the big dog once again.
が集中していこう
Lightning Blast this time.
驚き響け雷鳴よ驚き響け
What a team. Holy shit. That was the last boss of the chapter 3 bosses, and I absolutely dusted him. Feels so good. I forgot to use Bewildering Grace. Wait, do I have it on her yet? I don't think I do. Monstrous! I am all powerful! I am eternal, immortal!
なんだって
Immortal? Lies! They were all lies!
まさか
Lies? Who lied to you? It cannot end like this! It must not! I think forehead veins doing this. Alright, at least he's done in chapter 3. At least he's not the main bad guy. Who's the main bad guy? That's not exciting. One eye opens for Therese. It's weird that there's a Therese and a Tressa in this game. Gets a little close to home. Professor. You have my gratitude. You have my gratitude, Therese. You saved my life.
よかった
Oh, Professor, I'm so glad you're... What have I done? A teacher endangering the life of his pupil. But I can reflect upon my feelings another time. For now, I must get you to safety. Wonder how much wonder how many of the characters actually have like an arc to like actual change their
目が覚めたかい
perspective over the course of the game. Tressa kind of expands her horizons. Cyrus, I think, probably becomes more self-aware. A lot of people just seem to be kind of like just doing their thing, though. Like Ophelia. Awake, are you? Yes, Professor.
テレーズ君
Grace.
君がなぜここ
I
に
must know what you saw and heard. You'll tell me, yes?
はいイボン学長が
One day I heard the headmaster talking to someone in his office.
相手の声は聞こえなかったんです
Couldn't make out the other voice, but they were talking about you.
そんなこと
They were saying they would see you dead.
それで私
So I...
その話を聞いてここまで
You came all the way here to warn me. Yes, Professor. See, well, Therese,
だから
as your teacher, I must scold you for your most reckless and careless actions. I understand, Professor. But one thing is also clear. Were it not for your actions, I would have died in that dark pit. And so, as a man, I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you, Therese, from the bottom of my heart. But you must promise me one thing. What is it, Professor? In the future, pray consult someone you can trust before embarking on such a dangerous course of action. Sorry, Professor, but I did learn from the best. I suppose you did, didn't you? That's alright. I must continue my journey, but I will send letters. Yes, I'll include assignments to keep your mind sharp. Hmm? I look forward to that, Professor. I think we've talked enough for the day. You should rest. Wait, Professor, the headmaster, he said one more thing. Hmm? What's this now? He said that once you were out of the way, there was a place he would go. Intriguing. And where might that be, pray tell? I appreciate your concern, but I will go there. I must. In a way, we are not so different, the headmaster and I. Professor? She didn't say. That unquenchable thirst for knowledge, bordering almost on obsession. And yet our philosophies regarding the ultimate purpose of knowledge cannot be more different. The headmaster uses position and prestige to hoard knowledge for his own foul ends. As an academic, I cannot forgive this. Knowledge is for one and all. We inherit the knowledge of our ancestors and pass it on to those who follow us. Only then is its true value realized. Headmaster Yvonne believed true knowledge should begin and end with him. He was wrong. Always remember this, Therese. Knowledge is a bounty to be shared by all. Bounty? The more of us that possess true knowledge, the richer we all become. Those who seek knowledge must never forget this. This is what I believe. And those who would use their knowledge for nefarious ends must be stopped. It would be wrong of me to keep this to myself. The headmaster said he was heading to the town of Duskbarrow. I see. Thank you, Therese. Do not worry. Your teacher will not make the same mistake twice. When I act, I will exercise due caution. I can believe you this time? What? Please do, my dear girl. If you say so, then I shall see you when you return. You have my word. I will arrange for someone to look after you until your strength returns. What's my travel banter at? What the fuck? Duskbarrow. Whatever did the headmaster seek there? Judging from his transformation to that dreadful beast, the power he obtained must have been an unholy one indeed. Pretty sick voice. Is it possible that the tome holds not only the secrets to death, but new forms of life? And yet, I find it hard to believe that transforming yourself into a demon was the headmaster's ultimate goal. After all, did he not say he was betrayed, and the original copy of the tome is still nowhere to be found?
きっとそこにあるはずだ。
So many questions remain, but now I know where I can find the answers.
ダスクバロー、一体何があるというのだ。
On to Duskbarrow. Whatever dark secrets await me there. Okay, chapter 3's done. Sick. So Cyrus left Stoneguard behind, having witnessed with his own eyes the nightmarish powers contained within the pages of that baleful tome. But what do Yvonne and his cohorts truly seek? Whether he was ready to face them or not, Cyrus would find his answers in Duskbarrow. Alright, give him my travel banter. There we go. Professor, that monster. You speak of Headmaster Yvonne. Yes, he seemed just a normal person, and then some monsters are created in laboratories, so it is certainly possible to transform a man into one. There will always be people prepared to use knowledge for violins. I never thought knowledge to be so frightening. Yes, but remember that while we can serve evil, it is also a weapon we need to defeat that same evil. You mean it all depends on who uses it? Precisely. That is why, you see, the pursuit of knowledge demands virtue and integrity. Knowledge nobly won can be shared for the benefit of all men. I warrant that if it had been you who'd found that knowledge, you would have known how to use it for good. Such glowing praise. You flatter me, dear lady. Is that everybody? Man, we dusted that boss so much. Unbelievable. If I use... It's really hard to balance it. Purposefully, I'm sure. But if you use two divine skills together for Ophelia and Cyrus, it's actually crazy. That probably would have done like... I don't know. I can't even describe how much damage it would have done. Probably so much more. I could have maybe potentially one-shot him. Anyway, I need to look at something I've been following of what to do first. Okay. First off, let's look at what we got left here. Okay, so it's all the outer towns. Hold. Only one of them I've been to, which is Grand Port. Okay, well, what are the level requirements? 45. 45. 45, really? Really? So we just like... It's completely skewed? Alright, well that's cool. 45 is still pretty far away, to be honest. Okay. Fast travel to Victor's Hollow and exit the town. There's a lot of like item clearance and stuff I want. Head north of the signpost to arrive at the east Duskbarrow. As the path bends west, for level 45. This is no joke. I should save first too. Beautiful. Look at that view. Okay, we're getting to the big dog music now. Oh. That hurt. I feel like I should suss out some weaknesses. Try this. Nice. Oh. I should also use Insight on my boy much more often. The dutiful move is to keep the healing up. Never knowing what sort of nonsense these guys have up. Time to bust out and analyze. Okay. Forest Rat Kings. I remember these guys. I remember the Highland Rat Kings. They're messing me up. Oh my god, stop. Okay, charge up a rest. Not very much healing. Okay. Just gonna miss at least one of these. Oh, at least we're all even. Not really worth doing this. 2 damage. There you go. All I know is the only thing I've learned is what things are not weak to. Okay, I'm fucking around here. Okay, axes on all 3. Can you leave him the fuck alone? Okay, next turn. That's the serious one. Can't wait to miss this. Wait, stop it. Use rehabilitate yourself. You're using the wrong person, you motherfucker. Why would you use it on that guy? Oy. You can do absolutely nothing of use here. Doesn't have any of these elements. It's amazing how good the Dancer Claire combination is. Makes her such a complete character. Alright, he should have just been defending in retrospect. Okay, lightning bolt. Excuse me. Okay. Using sight. Clean this up a little bit here. Not that useful. Yeah, hit him up. Do whatever you gotta do. She continues to have nothing useful to do here. See what this does. 400 HP. This is like the Moogle. This is like slots. I don't know. Pretty interesting choice. He's still fucking chopped up here. Last stand. He's pretty low. Don't miss. There we go. These guys are really like hitting me with it. What do you got? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Is he still blinded? This is unbelievable. Take this guy out. That's actually good damage. Alright, we're getting into it. 545 for fight. Okay. Good to have that on the old map. This is not a game where I feel like I need to find all these things myself. And, like the days of like randomly wandering around a map with random battles on it are long past.
さてどうしようか。
Alright, so lightning blast. Prop these boys up.
覚悟はいいか。横一文字切り。
負けません。癒しの奇跡を与えたな。
行くぞ。
I think this does more than his axe does. Like the axe will look like more
負け
actually.
ません。
Okay. Bust this out for fun. So it's silence my own guys. Okay, that's good. That's what you want from your. That's what you want from your skills. Yeah. And then, all right. It's a bad silence too. What a twist in the old plot. The first time I ever used like a double experience points, I like baited myself into thinking it's a good spell. Love it. Time for the summon. Help keep this nonsense. That guy hits really fucking hard. Love it. I could use an item. I won't, but I could. I wonder if the item use still applies to people's elemental attack. At least his is for less than usual. I'm gonna change up Ulbrich's attacks so that he I gotta change up Ulbrich's attack so that he can get hit past the 10k max now. He's strong enough level that he actually hit it for once. I should have used level slash there. It's not necessary. This guy's probably gonna heal again. Ooh. What PSP you say? You missed, fucker. Still can't attack? Wait. I could have sworn that might. Who is this? Therion? Okay, do this so he gets less attacks. No one cares about this guy. I'm still fucking blinded. Yeah, hit him with it. Still silenced. Hit him for 4. Had a girl. Here's the heal. The cleric did a lot of good stuff there. Too bad he didn't attack more often. Alright, this battle is a pain in my ass. Okay. Okay, waste all my BP for that. There you go. Cyrus is still useless. Oh. Stimulating as this is, getting a little sick of this battle. Okay. Even worse. I probably could have collected from that guy. Okay, we'll put it on the map, I guess. No. Okay. Scrutinize this person. An elderly woman who speaks freely dispenses wisdom and advice to all around her, whether they seek it or not. She is wont to judge others harshly, particularly outsiders, who she greets with suspicious glances and guarded words. That said, she does so not out of malice, but rather a simple, oppressed, misguided desire to protect the traditions of the village where she was born and raised. More plentiful provisions. Okay. Who's this guy? Some down-on-his-luck mercenary is taken to raiding the nearby ruins. He badgers me with worthless trinkets he finds there, claiming they're valuable artifacts. When I try to shoo him off, he turns most belligerent. I do wish someone would do something about it. Looting grave robber, got it. Merchant incapable of asserting himself. Wherever he goes, he's pressured to purchasing worthless wares. As a result, his home is cluttered with useless junk, and he's at a loss of how to deal with it. Hidden item, lovely. What do you got here? Nothing really useless. Useful. Okay, they said that force shields are something worth buying. Okay, so how did I get that? So weird. Okay, so I sold most of my shit. This I need to sell. And I'm gonna do even more of it soon, trust me. I don't care. It's all going. This is good. I kind of enjoyed that thing. What a garb, member robe, primeval robe, all these earrings. Okay, the earrings are the weakest ones, right? Probably should just clear all those out. The rings, those are still weak too. Mighty belt, those still seem good. Still too many though. Okay. And bracelets are the strong ones. Alright. Okay, so they say to buy 4 shields. Okay, so 2? Let's say 2. Okay, I'm going to read through all this to see if there's other places where they advocate me getting shields. Okay, this person has an adamantite shield in the next town. Okay, so it's not that complicated. It looks like there's one more shield. But two of these is probably fine. Maybe we'll get a third. You two. Okay, one more. Alright, great. Little treasure chests.
実はな
30,000 big ones. Okay. Start the side quest, I guess. Well, remember me? You give me the sword, Snakesbane. My father came to this place, that much I know. People here tell me ancient ruins stand outside of town. I have little hope of reaching them alone, but with your help. Right? Steal everything you have. Okay, so I will. My son has brought a tiger cub back from the woods. Oh, it's sweet and adorable now, but what about when it grows up? Tigers are meat eaters, aren't they? And ferocious too, I'm led to believe. Oh, what to do? Ask myself. How to train a tiger. Share what you know. Okay. Free quests. You say you can teach us how to train a tiger to be docile and not dangerous in the least? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I suppose we can manage that. You will look after him properly, won't you, dear? Oh, my heart. Every day and every even, I promise. If you can keep your word, you can keep that cub. Hooray! Thank you, Mum! Except it is too large a task for one child to undertake. If we are to keep him, everyone in the family must do their part. Being responsible for another life is no small matter. Thank you for the advice. I'm sure that together we shall succeed. Yeah, Mula. 7 Gs. Let's go. Okay, great. So this lady... Oh, a traveler. What brings you to our humble village? Ever since she was a young girl, this woman enjoyed gallivanting through the woods by herself at one with nature. Worried about being judged as unsophisticated, however, she dresses like a native of a major city. A hidden item, you say? Lovely. In the house? Okay, so you want to steal the Viper Dagger? 3%, eh? Okay. Well, that is an extraordinarily low percentage. I can't even find out how much it is. I don't really feel like spamming a 3% save thing right now. What is this? I used to belong to a company of mercenaries run by a right fool. To him it was all brotherhood and being in it together and all that kind of rot. So yeah, me and my friends decided to bring him down, and bring him down we did. Oh, this fucker, I remember him. An unscrupulous trader who delights in swindling the foolish. As a mercenary, he develops certain connections through which he obtains his wares of dubious quality. However, there's no denying the value of the small gold medal he keeps close. A hidden item. I have to beat this guy up. He got garbage, and it's like so expensive. How hard is this guy to fight? Not hard. Ulbrich's in top class form. There we go. Slap. Oops, I forgot to do the thing. Whatever, I don't care. Does he have a strong attack? Where is it? He had one that was pretty strong, right? Yeah, there it is. Do better than that, take out Olberic. I still don't understand why it's called Abide. It's like, abiding means to like tolerate and to like live with. And that's the name of the ability that increases your attack power? That's very strange. Alright. He's unbeatable in the 1v1. And he gets a level out of it. Okay, so I have 3 quests to bring to that guy in fucking Noble Court. Someone help me, I beg of you. Any more of these I need to deal with? Yes, Vivify. You. Attack all foes. Cause a single foe to act at the end of turn. That seems like has some use for it. And then equip support skills and Olberic. Cover. Summon strength. Inspiration. So. He doesn't need this. Give him surpassing power. There you go. It's good in the duel, but he's fine. Actually, the raw skill, the raw stats is lamer. This one is endure. Yeah, this is a little better. Okay, so I guess I'll save and take a few stabs at the dagger and see how much it is to heal in town. I'd love to be like set up with shit like that before. It'd make me feel good. Gold coin, wonderful. Okay, no chance of doing things like this. Okay. Okay, let's see how difficult this is. %3 is really low. This is gonna take. If I do all these steals, it's gonna take forever. Okay, I'll see how much the town reputation heal is, and I'll decide whether to reload or not. Seems like the late game towns. 6 Gs. No, I'm not gonna pay it. I'm gonna do these. I guess I'll go through. I'll do the steals all at once, and just go through stuff now because I don't really. I don't feel like grinding this shit right now. Would love to do it though. Grand Port. Okay, have I got the Lock of the Lost King? Okay, so I'm going to check that out first. Do I need a rest? Okay, north of the save point. I don't think I went in here. Grand Port has a lot of NPCs to steal purchase items from, but there is a bit of a caveat. The reputation restore cost here is very costly, as you will be required to pay 100,000 leaves to bring it back to normal. That means you'll want to be very careful in what you do in terms of the rogue pack actions. The first NPC should have a piece of decent gear, like the adamantite shield and Victor's spear. Then with the green hat in front of the equipment shop is a blade of bravery, plus you can acquire scrutinize him to gain a hidden item inside of the guardhouse to the east. Okay.
ほなる
The shield doesn't look very good. You fail this? It's not worth it. Okay, so...
ほなる
Well, the Victor Spear seems kind of cool. It seems like there's other ones too.
ほなるいらっしゃいませ
Okay, good.
ほなる
He's got a book about 8 travelers, does he? Pretty low.
ええええほな
Nice. Okay, what? Heavy blade, blade of bravery, 8%. Gargantuan shield. That's not bad. It's a blade of bravery. Looks good. 140 attack. Okay, so those are bad. Wait. Okay, so... So the Blade of Bravery is nice. What have we here? Some cool shit, I'm sure. Alright, this is a lot to do right now.
ほなる
Imaginative young girl, it's always nice. Introduction to adventuring. Steal her, which I'm sure you've already read it.
ほなるほ
It's weird how you scrutinize people for very different things here. Angel Saber. I think I have something quite similar to that.
Ho. Na. No.
Okay. Visitor.
Ho.
One of a pair of brigands who terrorize the town. He's an knack for creating concoctions which produce thick smoke or befuddle the senses, which he used to great effect when relieving innocents of their valuables.
Na.
Nice. Did you fight that person? He has the strength of 7 and can inflict both blindness and poison. The hidden item inside the house is a revitalizing gem. The old woman will have a blizzard amulet. This might be easier to buy this. Okay, I don't care. I'll do this later when I have more attack. The one NPC inside of the tavern. Her name is Wench. A beautiful woman who works at the tavern in town. She owes the landlord a huge, large sum and works hard to pay it off. Though he's offered to forgive the debt, she declined out of a sense of obligation to her spendthrift parents.
No.
Right. Rough lady. So, steal the guy who has... Hello. The one NPC in town.
Ho.
Good Hubert man. You see there's one NPC in here, but there's very much 3. That merchant's fair. What a wonderful thing. There are rare novelties from every region. Fuck.
Ho.
Cleric who spends more time drinking at the tavern than conducting services at his chapel. In spite of this, he's extremely devout, as many of the other customers of the aforementioned taverns can attest to. Oh, I can't believe that failed. Not even worth it, probably. Only stealing is worth it. I can't believe it did that. I just didn't think it was going to be a problem. Official Grand Port Merchant. Dried foods. Alright, what do you got, bud? Can I steal them easily? Yes. Amazing. Dude. Slippery nut. Nourishing and slippery are the two, the most dirty ones. Make your way to the next part of town, which is the Grand Port Merchant Markets. A young man who stowed away on a merchant ship and made his way over from the woodlands 6 months ago. He lives at a tavern and has befriended one of the maids who he learned is being forced to work off a debt. Though she knows nothing of it, he's made plans for them to run away together in a boat. Atta boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start by opening the chest on the left side of your screen, the empty coin pouch. Oh, I got a bloom for this woman. Lovely. Is that a quatrate flower? I bought this a long time ago. Or stole it. Ah, this smell. It transforms me back to my homeland in an instant. The water effects are so nice. Look at that. It's like real life. When I left my land, my parents gave me quatrate flowers. They told me that I should be the hardy quatrate, that no matter how difficult things become, I will grow strong and bloom beautifully. The old orchid and the dandelion problem. I've not thought of that day for a very long time now. Thank you. Perhaps I should work a bit harder. Shouldn't we all? Save up enough to go back home to my parents. I could build a fine house surrounded by fields of quatrate. As long as we can smell the quatrate, we won't ever miss one another. Ooh, you're right. 11 G's. Thank you, lady. Need it all. Good dog. Happy mutt without a care in the world. He's a good dog, but to be fair, all dogs are good dogs, and a pox upon he who dares to say otherwise. That's fair. What kind of thing does a dog have on him? Necklace and a dirty ball of cloth. You know what? You can keep those, bud. Hey, do you know any Kevins? My mother is sometimes searching for someone by that name. I still find myself wondering where he is now, what he might be doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need something of me? Healing grape, I'll take that. Inquire, scrutinize the woman to the right of the save. Eat an inner tavern, go downtown. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not even gonna buy anything. Do it later. Oh, that hurts so much. The merchant in black clothing. Oh, that guy. I've put the variety of wares for hunters. This fur coat came from one of my many successful trades. Official Grand Forest Merchant. I can't believe I lost 2 scrutiny points. I don't care. What's he have? Brilliant bow. That's good. The ultimate breaker. Is this not like... the ethereal dance garb. Alright. This game is trolling me pretty hard. Someone also has a light nut? Give me that. Oh, never mind. Are these all merchants that I have to buy from? Got all the goods. Dazzling artwork. I've seen that before. No? Yeah, man. Is this a level thing? I'm stressed. I've already got that sword. Assassin's Dagger. Don't I have one of these? I do. That one's slightly better, but nothing really to write home about.
Hi.
Has a sword I can steal, I assume? Or Sockrath? Ooh, that's a...
Hi.
That's the one you definitely take. The Rune Glaive. 3% on that bad boy. Yeah, I get that for sure for him for now. Oh. Creating, what am I supposed to do with this shit? I guess it'd be too easy if we could steal all the goodness stuff. Fair. 2 chests in here. Nice. I figured that guy would have a hidden item. He had a hidden item written all over him. As far as we're going, got it. Any secret folks over there? No? Grand Porch Merchant Association shall bear no liabilities to victims of swindlers or thieves, nor will it intervene in business disputes. It is incumbent on all concerned parties to resolve such matters themselves. Okay. That guy's got a... What is that called again? This is cool. There's an underground aqueduct further ahead. I believe they use it to take wares to the auction house. Got it. I don't care. I'm already hurting. Give me that, yes. Okay. Standard auction, very exciting. $25 Gs. I love it. And the dazzling artwork. Love it. Okay, so there's a lot of shit here, none of which I'll ever be able to get. The brilliant bow was tempting. Rusty cup, slightly less tempting. It's not that bad, actually. I'm gonna take Tressa here. See if I can buy any of these things. Okay, I got a little more research to do. Does Tressa and Therion path action and level? Yeah, I should just stop doing scrutiny for any sort of reason at all. I'm gonna take Tressa here, see if anything useful happens. Kind of bummed I used those scrutinies. It'd be a dear mistake if I ever want to steal stuff. Okay, these are totally affordable. Okay, the brilliant bow. Do I want a decent... Do I want... Okay, what else they say? Okay, zoom in back up a little bit. Okay, anything that says decent, I feel like maybe I don't need to go around getting. Yes, give me the wall. Okay, so where's the spear guy? Girl. Okay. See how much the ethereal dancer garb is. Alright. Brilliant bow. Alright. 6K discount, I love it. Okay, and this the one's got the light nut? Worth it? So go check out the Blade of Bravery, I guess? Then off to Wellspring. Got it. If it's this amount of money in each town, I can, like, kind of deal with that. Is this got the Blade of Bravery? 198. 198. Why would I do that? That's like a blade I bought. I mean, it's the second good one for people. My second dude. Okay, I'm gonna do without that. Let's buy it. Fucking game. I should have pressed the alt tab button. Okay, so that's more than I wanted to do. When was the last time I saved? It's the previous town, right? Dust Barrel. Okay, it's definitely like at least one more thing that I wanted to buy. Alright, whatever. So how do we get to Wellspring? Okay, so I should change some lower character guys to build the levels a little bit. Definitely feeling the grind right now. I should stop this soon. I'm a little mad about that. It's one sword too many, I think. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna start that over. Maybe buy that item from the girl in Dustboro. A nice ass dagger. No. Okay, and then once I finish these two initial towns, I'll be done here. Ooh. Did I get this before? Probably did. Okay, anyway. So where's the taverns there? Okay, so I need Tressa. And then I guess I'll put Alphen in for Olberic. No, Hannett. Levels are really similar. It's just her that's bad. I'll do that anyway because I don't think we have any intention to. Equipment. Deal with that later. Okay. Purchase. Viper Dagger. Alright, sure. Got the discount, amazing. Okay. The reset. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go get that. No. And then I'm gonna go do unlock that tomb nearby. That means I have to at least equip people with stuff. Alright. Get that sweet 1600. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, keep Tressa in for all of this. Smart move. Okay, so I have to think which ones of these I really want. Nice. Okay, none of those scrutinizing. Back to the beginning here. Okay, so it's just the stuff. Okay, worth it. I know the money I can get at this point. So nothing but the gargantuan shield, eh? Sorry, girly, I need everything. Sorry, pal. Guess your stuff sucks.
No.
Thockrath sword. Hidden item. Great. Risking some shit there. Could have got a failure. Alright. This is the guy who's got the light nuts, right? Can't believe Lindy is only like a 3 strength. Crazy. Okay, so before I start the chapter 4s, I guess to go through all the nuts again. Fun. Okay, so sorry, we've been here before. I'm gonna print this Laura and Kevin thing in my head so I don't forget. Good doggy. Good price. If it gives me elemental attack, I'm fine with that. That discount? These are cool. How are your prices, sir? Pretty good. 186 in that hatchet, eh? $147 attack on the soul hatchet. These are a fat difference. These are good money. I'll deal with that later.
No.
Hidden item, thank you, thank you.
Yo.
Protective necklace, 19 G's, pretty fucking good. I want to get the rune glaive, right? Oh, the dazzling artwork, so much money. I suspect there's no item that'll ever even get into single digits with. Yes, give me the raw money at all times. Oh. They bust out the rune glaive. Spear guy's over here, right? guy needs to get stolen from. I recall this guy. Sorry, bud.
いらっしゃいませ
Nope. Alright. Don't care, don't care, take it all.
ごめん
Closing up shop, eh?
ほ
Hmm.
うなるうん
Alright. Nice. Whisper Mill, eh? This beer guy? Fat discount. I love it. Let's see if I can steal some stuff to offset some of those grievous prices. Nice. Look at this guy. Byron's ring, thank you. Alright, so... Okay, that was a dear amount of prices, but I feel like I got out of there without any sort of real problem. So now I go down to Whisper Mill. Where is it? Wellspring? Wellspring? Yeah, I'm gonna save here. I'll bust out one more. Oh, I should also go back to that other town, Noble Court. I think I have to for this part anyway. Yes, Tressa, give us all the money. Have I been here before? Okay. See, we're back to fighting.
私の出番だな
Been a while. Money. Yes. Money over everything.
どう動く
I got a weak Lindy is. I gotta stop using it.
火炎よ焼き尽くせ
狙い撃つせい
さてどうしようか炎よ
Should use the bigger version of it.
私の番
Keep getting that money. Let's go.
私せい
行くぞ
Give me the additional attack. Yeah.
さ
I've already got this before from previously.
回転ね。
火炎よ焼き尽くせ。
かかってこい。せい。さあ、どうする？
マジックスタン
私の出番だな。横一文字切り。
Okay. Gonna save up some and wipe these boys out next time. Once I get to Whisper Room, I'm gonna stop because 6:30 is pretty late for me to start making dinner. What am I doing? You all low? You getting messed up here?
横一文字切り。
I don't have a healer, it's true.
集中し火炎よ焼き尽くせ。
Good for him.
大した強さだ。合格点。
One person doesn't need to be healed. No healing in the group. Frightening. Just him. Nice.
Sa, 授業の時間だ。
私の番。
I didn't think it was gonna take me like multiple amounts of time to cover all these. I guess I was a little bit naive.
どう動く？
なかなか考えがいがあるね。幸運の風を吹き荒れよ。
Alright, let's go. Chop him up.
狙い撃つ。
Not really worth it.
かかってこい。やあ。かかってこい。せい。
行くぞ。
Oops. Okay, got it anyway. Good.
さて、どっちや。攻撃。あっ。
Alright, let's wipe these fellas out.
大した。
I think I have new weapons too. I could definitely have higher elemental attack than I do. Okay. South of there will be an exit to Eastern Marceline. Go south of where you are. Yes, take that money. Ooh, we got a tough one.
なかなか考えがい
I
が
don't like that.
さて探らせてもらう行くぞ
Okay. Does he have any appropriate weapons? Yeah. Oh. Nothing terrible. Unclear whether one of hers is useful here, so let's just not use any.
私の出番だ
And then does she have something? She has something that hits everyone with spears. Good.
全本やり
Sucks how much that skill misses. This is kind of par for the
かかっ
course.
てこい
Ooh. Use it again, shall we? Yes, attack to miss the same guy 3 times, who you don't need to attack. Sick. Okay, chop this guy up. Getting absolutely wrecked here. One more time? For the road?
全本やり
Holy shit, that was useless.
いくよ
Chip another one off. He has to rest. Oh, it cures status ailments too. I didn't know that. What a great skill. That again?
一休みさせてもらおう
Okay. Can he do anything to anybody here? No?
私の番どう動くせい
Okay, we didn't get a whole lot done there. I guess with Cyrus being so weak. Oh shit, this is crazy, man. We got this weak ass party.
どうする これは
If I die of this, like think about how like stupid this is gonna feel. Just because I didn't bother putting a healer in the fucking party. That's exactly what's gonna happen too.
使えすまない
See? Every fucking turn someone's dying now.
これは
さてどうし
I don't even know what these guys are weak to yet.
内面よ驚き響け
None of them. Motherfucker. Okay. That's crazy. So much damage. Ooh. Okay, let's try wind here.
幸運の風よ
Yeah, okay, that's 3 of those guys at least. She had full. I should have used more there. Whatever.
かかってこ
This
い
is so bad. What can I do that hits? I do have a bore one. Okay. Did it attack twice? No, just once. Got it.
さてどうしよ
Okay, he's got to keep tapping these boys down. It's at least something. And I hope I can do a big fat fucking wave clear here.
私の出番だ
So useless. Oh my god. Alright, Tressa, hit him with it. Oh, that's not good.
うなかなか考えが
Why did that happen?
集中していこう狂乱よ湧き起これ
Why did they do 5? Those levels are very welcome. Did that do really just do 5? Did she have items? Elemental attack 165. Okay, that'll do it. He does 3,000. She did 5. What the fuck just happened? Okay, give me that money. Yes. Okay, is anyone else need healing? Okay, that was a really clutch save. Alright, double back to the Adventure West Crossing Bridge, open the chest in the Inspired Public. Okay, so this is the last town I do. Hey, folks. You're all awesome. It's very cool you're here. We're gonna fight these guys again? Okay. Alright. Could be worse. He's at least weak to daggers. So I at least have spells I can do to lower those boys. Oh my god, that's half his HP. Okay. Merchant skills, trade tempest. I didn't notice that damage, that's so funny. Okay, so do Blizzard, we gotta go a little hard here. Yeah, attack him. There you go, second serving. Third serving. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't feel I needed to necessarily do that this time. A nice level slash is fine. Can't really do much here, but I will try to kill them. Anticipation that Cyrus should be able to do quite a amount. She can do literally nothing to these people with her spells because of I'm just being lazy and using. There we go. So at least we still have Cyrus. Okay, this is 2 paragraphs here. The NPC just left at the end will have a nice thieving and tips tricks when using acquire. Scrutinize up the stairs to the right is the equipment shop. Oh. Just to the left of the inn. Alright. Now living in Marshland together with her husband, this woman once supported herself by working as a thief. She has never divulged this dark past to her husband and intends to take it with her to her grave. Very nice. I should rest before I forget. Back up to 211,000, which is nice. So ultimately the 50-60 I used there is mostly negated.
Nah.
Anything that's worth selling? I got a lot of stuff there. Nice. Give that 800 bucks from that I stole from a girl. Yes. All of it. Okay, so hey, fuck you. What the fuck?
Hi.
80% with the buff. Asshole? Fuck that guy. Do you know what I care about? I care about your plums. Will Ferrell style. If I'm so wearying of such things, is there nothing left for me to discover in this world? There must be something that no one else has seen. I can't be finished yet. In search of the unknown, eh? Fair. Just yoink this real quick. Let me just jump that real quick.
Yo.
Okay. Okay, these are getting purchased right now. Nice. Get the discount. Get the discount on both. Good job. Okay. There's also another chest slightly hidden to the right of him in front of the stairs. Yeah. I suppose I should have tried to steal those, question mark? I just don't really care. He's got a lot of money there. Oh, so we meet again. It's weird, don't you remember? You helped me recover my stolen letter in Wellspring. I must meet with a certain chieftain who is here visiting this town, but our meeting must remain a secret. I must do what I can to discover its usual habits and corner him at a time when I know he's usually alone. Or that was my intention, but the situation is complicated. I mustn't reveal myself too soon. Do you think you could assist me? Could you try to find his daily habits? I promise that once everything has come to a right conclusion, I will explain all. So please, while I know I'm asking too much of you, I must beg of you, please help me. Jesus. She's got a lot going on there. Alright. Everybody simmer down. Jeez. Hey, can you fuck off? Okay, 65% was a little bit of a dumb one. Right, can't fail already. Out of the palace to the north, there's some miscellaneous goodies to get, but nothing too good, aside from our gargantuan act. Please, stranger, would you listen to a request from a prisoner who is shortly to be put to death? I once had a woman I loved, a woman called Lara. I suppose her name means nothing to you, but before I die, I need to know whatever happened to her, please. I know what happened to her. So I gotta bring her to him, I assume?
Yeah.
Gargantuan act. That's good. How much does it sell for? 45 G's? Shit. Well, I hadn't stolen fucking useless bullshit. So that I only have one shot of this fucking axe. Whatever, I'm gonna steal it either way. This is the guy. Okay, we're looking great. So I'm gonna steal that axe and go talk to Rhea. See what these guys got going on. Ooh, it's Therion's chest. Don't quite mention that in the old article, do they? You know, see that, fuckers? Okay, steal this guy's axe. On the first try, no less. It's actually good, 80%. I mean, this guy's axe, sorry. Doink. Darn. Okay, so I'll talk to her and then I'll come steal this axe again. Must be the certain chieftain. Must do what he can. If the chief frequents such a place, it seems we might still be able to time to catch him there. Would you perhaps consider coming with me? Excuse me, sir. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with the chief of Shunshade? Who are you to interrupt me when I'm at my leisure? You? Who talks like that? Your Highness? Oh, Rhea's a princess? Please forgive me for not introducing myself sooner. Yes, I am Gloria, daughter to King Kalim. Well, at present, I am as a traveler and nothing more. You are a trouble to your guards, doubtless. Did you sneak off alone to undertake this journey, hoping to disguise your identity? So I did. It has been a good journey, and I have learned much while visiting the desert towns. I've learned, for example, of your scandalous behavior here. Oof. Scandalous? What proof do you have of any of such thing? I have all the proof that I should need in this letter. I trust that it looks familiar to you? You audacious, overstepping chit of a girl. Oi, out of my way, you lowlifes. Don't you know who I am? No, you're the one who should seize this shameless act, sir. Utilizing the pleasure quarter to launder money, bribing others to your own advantage, and using people as though they were no more than slaves? This is too much to overlook, sir. I will be taking this evidence to my father. I hope you're prepared for what is to come. Sucks to be you, bud. I only, when I was not chosen as king at the Great Assembly, it was such a shock and... Bitch, excuse. If that was the case, all that you should have done is wait for the next Great Assembly. The Great Assembly is not held in secret. All you had to do was come and plead your case before the assembled chiefs. It is not as simple as you make it out to be. If it were so, I wouldn't have needed to resort to such things. Alright, later, bud. Losers lose, that's how it goes. I've been traveling the desert to find proof of the chief's actions. But it was largely thanks to your assistance that I was able to succeed. I will never forget this journey, or you. Getting to know kind people like you has been the greatest joy I've discovered on my journey. This is a long one. Thank y'all. I guess it's because it's the end of hers. Give me the fat payout. Let's go. 11,000. Princess's code, all that. But yeah. I'm a persona non grata here. Grab with that.
Huh?
My reputation is in tatters. How much is this? Up 10 G's? Could be worse. I could be paying 45 for a I could be paying 45 for an axe, like I'm just about to. Oh, give me it. Give it to me. Yes. Give it to me. What are the chances I get this? In these 5 tries. Hey, fuck off, pal. Oh. Okay, so... Teleport to Still Snow. And then I'm going to save. First thing first, I'm going to change my party so that I actually have a healer in it. Which means that Hanit has got to go. Once I start actually doing these chapters, I will stop optimizing and do the actual ones, but for now I really don't care. These aren't important enough periods. Okay, save. And that is enough Octopath Traveler for today. And I'll wrap up the rest of this. I don't know. It seems kind of satisfying to get some cool items in these things. I haven't really been doing that for most of the game, so I might as well do it now. Okay, see ya. Bye.